everyone. So I Sakshi welcomes you in my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to learn about how to write the Fibonacci sequence in Python. Okay. So before writing the program you should all know that what we are going to write means what is the Fibonacci sequence. So if you don't know, let me explain it. Fibonacci sequence, or you can say series also. Okay. So in Fibonacci sequence 0 and 1 is the default value. Now what is the evidence of this default value and why I'm saying that only 0 and 1 is the default value? Because the definition says, let me tell you the definition. The definition says that the Fibonacci sequence is a series of the number in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, usually starting with a 0 and 1. Okay, so and also in mathematical terms it is defined by the recurrence relation, and the formula is very lengthy. I am not writing the formula. So the main term is that the sum of the two preceding ones, each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. In this Fibonacci sequence gives the two values already, which is also called as the default value of Fibonacci sequence, which is 0 and 1. So taking the 0 and 1 as the default value and moving forward by the definition of this Fibonacci sequence, that this definition says that the sum of the two preceding values is the next digit. So addition of this 0 and 1 gives the 1, and now the addition of 1 and 1 gives 2. Similarly, the addition of 1 and 2 gives 3, 5, 8 and 13 and so on. Okay, 21. ऐसे करके this sequence will run over the n times. Okay, but when we have some ranges, we calculate the Fibonacci sequence in that range only. But when we don't have given any range, then we calculate this Fibonacci sequence till the n number of times. Okay, now the question raises that how to print this Fibonacci sequence program in Python language. So it is the common question. Don't worry, let me open the VS Code. I don't want to save it. Okay, it's okay. Let me open VS Code. Look, I am opening VS Code, which is the good editor, and create a new file in Python. Okay, because we are doing program in Python. So now my file is created and I would like to give the name to my file. Let me give the name of sequence.python. I think it is already exists, but it's okay, I will replace it. Now what you have to do is you have to create a variable to take the input from the user. Like I have created a variable called num and writing all the necessary things like integer, input and enter number. Okay, this is the compulsory line of code. Now what you have to do, this Fibonacci sequence says that 0 and 1 is the default value. For writing these default value, we should create a new variable like num1, which carries the first default value and num2. Okay, num1 0 and num2 is for 1. Okay, now the another variable says that this variable is the sum of the two digits, like sum. Okay, now suppose we have not done any calculation yet, so this variable will show null value. Okay, null set. You should all know that what is null set, because when we don't have any element in the set, then we call that set null. Okay, or empty or void. So sum अभी क्या है, वो भी null है, क्योंकि इसमें भी कुछ भी कोई भी वैल्यू नहीं है. Now what we do is we print the two values in this way, like num1 and okay, similarly for num2 end with end argument. Now use the while loop, okay, because we all know that Fibonacci sequence uses the repeating process. So using the while loop and given the condition that sum is less than num, means ये जो addition होगा वो हमारा इन दोनों numbers का एडिशन होगा num के इक्वल. Like first we don't define the variable, so that's why I'm defining the variable again, that result. What result is? Result is saying that it is the addition of num1 and num2. Okay, now printing this result in the same way we have printed above, that result. And I know that you all are thinking that why I'm using this end argument. I will explain this later because currently we don't have any time to explain this end argument. Now when we write all this program till print result, now we observe that num1 is exchanged to num2. Not exchange, num1 becomes num2 and num2 becomes result. ठीक है, ये कैसे हुआ ये भी आप लोगों को समझ में आएगा. In fact, I have already explained you. Okay, and the most important line of code in this programming is sum will equals to the sum plus 1. All right, so this is the whole programming code. Okay, now the question arises that why I am saying that num1 is equals to num2. Look, num1 is 0 and num2 is 1. Now when we add 0 plus 1, we will get the number as 1 only. Okay, and in this way the another variable num2 is become the new result. Like num2 जो होगा हमारा वो result के equal हो जाएगा, वो चीज़ यहाँ पर बताई जा रही है. So similarly जब हम लोग आगे एडिशन करते जाएंगे इसी दो प्रीसीडिंग वैल्यूज का जो एडिशन होगा वही हम लोगों का रिजल्ट होगा. ये चीज़ इसमें बताई जा रही है फिबोनाची सीक्वेंस में. अब ऐसा ट्रू है या ये सब फॉल्स है, ये चीज़ें आप लोगों को तभी पता चलेंगी जब हम लोग अपने कोड को रन करेंगे. So it is the time to run the code. So let me run the code in the dedicated terminal. Now in this way you will be asked to enter the number. So as I have created this line of code to enter the number, so in this I have entered the 12 number, so I get the result of Fibonacci sequence, which is 0 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 34 55 89 144 233. These all are the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, I think I have missed one line of code that I should write there. Print print Fibonacci sequence. Now it will look like better. Let me save it in on the code to check. ये देखिए अभी अच्छा लग रहा है ज़्यादा. ठीक है, तो देखिए यहाँ पर 0 है 1 है, देन 0 1 एडिशन 1 1 1 एडिशन 2 1 2 एडिशन 3 2 3 एडिशन 5 5 3 एडिशन 8. इन दिस वे दिस होल फिबोनाची सीक्वेंस विल रन. तो अभी मैंने रेंज इसे दिया था 12, दैट्स वाई इट रन अप टू द 12th digit. So I hope this video helps you a lot, and if you have any doubt regarding this video then please comment me down. So तब तक के लिए keep learning and stay tuned. Bye bye.